esteemed viewers across the globe, good morning. This is another edition of the Evening Political Rumbles here in News Inquest TV. Here with me is a public analyst, Mr. Matthew in person, live and direct to discuss pertinent issues bordering on political, social, cultural issues and events as they continue to unfold here in Political Rumbles. I remain the host anchor, Chigozie Ndigo. Mr. Matthew, it's a pleasure to welcome you into this evening Political Rumbles.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I'm Mr. Matthew.
Thank you so much. Yes, there is a trending issue or claim rather coming from the APC presidential aspirant who claimed that his certificates were looted while he was in exile. Can you give us a preamble to this claim?
Okay, I think going by the provisions of the Constitution, what the Constitution says about contesting for the position of the president is if you are educated up to secondary school level, you are eligible to contest. And that eligibility have nothing to do with you presenting certificate or not. I think what happens is he's one saying that his certificate was stolen or whatever. But the issue is, you can look at the case of Muhammadu Buhari, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria currently. There was a time he claimed that he is educated up to secondary level, but he was not able to produce the certificates.
Wow!
And the only thing he did was to start showing us pictures of people who he claimed they were in the same class together, as a proof that he actually got that level of education. So in the same way, in Nigeria, it's unfortunate that what you need to qualify you is a proof that you are educated up to that level, not merely the certificate. So in the same vein, TINUBU may get us some pictures of his classmates while he was in school to prove that he actually got that level of education. So I don't see the law holding him if he's not able to produce his certificate, because it's unfortunate that if you go through our legal jurisprudence, the grand law, the constitution, there's nowhere the constitution basically says that you must produce and provide a certificate. And it's unfortunate because in this modern era, this 21st century, people who have the managerial acumen, ability to drive the economy, people who have been tested and trusted the hospital of life. But unfortunately, our constitution have handicapped the populace, the electorate, that you don't ask much question. You only choose from the available candidates who are forced for Nigerians by the delegates who are already using money.
It's very unfortunate. Was there a time in history when, of course, such claim was in the public domain that the certificate, of course, considering his position and antecedents within Lagos State, that there was a time, of course, he experienced burglary, or his country home or residence was burgled, that resulted to this claim at this time?
I think as the governor of Lagos State, I think at the point there was controversy as to his credentials. I mean, it was Khalifa Ayimi that was pushing that case. But along the line, I don't know whether there was a compromise, whether they have rejected the whole issue. But what I can understand is that there was a time his credentials was the subject of the
Yes, what was actually the position of Gani Fayemi?
Gani Fayemi was contesting whether he actually possessed the foreign certificate he came to have. So it's another thing to say, we are not privy to the judgment of the court, whether it was settled out of court, whether it was struck out. I'm not privy to that, but I know that at a point in time, there was a time his certificate was the subject of litigation.
And but the charge of APC also maintained the position that the second secondary school and primary school he claimed to have passed through was never real and was never in existence either.
Bode George is a PDP steward. But if Bode George is making that allegation, I think Bode George knows the right thing to do. Bode George can approach any kind of competent jurisdiction to ventilate his opinion. But for me, as of now, what I know is that there was a time his foreign secretary was a subject for litigation. But I don't know how it was resolved in the court.
But that notwithstanding, if actually he passed through those education or institutions, I think the school should also have records with respect to his studentship or whatever. And it is not, of course, to his advantage to tell us that his certificate was looted. I think these looting tendencies probably could have led him to what you are experiencing in Lagos today. And what is your take on that?
The issue is, I don't really know actually whether his certificate was stolen, but there are speculation that he said that his certificate was removed. I don't know how true is that. But if actually his certificate was removed, the issue is he claimed that he is educated to the level of being competent or being eligible to contest for the position of the president. It is left for him to prove to the world, to INEC, to Nigerians, to electorates that he is qualified to contest for that position. That's the one hand. Then secondly, for somebody to contest or question his qualification, if you have the logo standing, somebody can go to court as an individual who perhaps his ruling will affect, his leadership will affect, can go to court to challenge his eligibility. But until somebody does that, you cannot stand on the street to determine whether he is qualified or not. So anything you say now is speculative, and there's no kind of competent jurisdiction here where to pass judgment.
Thank you very much for that response. Well, we hope to see further dramas as they continue to unfold. And of course, his integrity is at stake. He has to, of course, convince the public beyond reasonable doubt that he really went through those schools and could, of course, at this time write to the schools to provide the evidence of his graduate or, of course, passing through such school. Now, the incessant attack and killings across boards seems not to be, of course, abating anytime soon. You saw the Abuja residents were adopted and most of them were killed, and of course some policemen also were victims of this. In the light of all these realities, what is your position to the Nigerian or national security?
My position is the government needs to reduce the security architecture. The command and control system that is coming from Abuja is not sustainable. It's not sufficient to address the security challenges. If you look at the security challenges in Nigeria, it is multifarious. And just like they say that crime is local, the type of crime you see in Lagos is different from the type of crime you see in Abuja, different from the type of crime you see in Kaduna, in TINUBU, in Jigawa. All crime is local. So to that extent, if you want to address the issue of security, you have to localize it. The other time, the National Security Advisor, the President of Mbonu, said that actionable intelligence is part of the challenges that are not able to deal with security challenges. And he went further to say that the locals are not willing to divulge information to security agencies, to the government. And the reason is not perfect because there is lack of confidence. Then you localize it and you drag the traditional institutions into it. The locals will find it more comfortable and they have confidence in giving us such classified information. Then again, we need to take care of the confusion to the extent of having a state police. Until we do that, we cannot solve the gas problem. Because if you bring a northerner who hails from Kaduna, for instance, who hails from Jigawa, maybe who hails from Kano to Lagos to address the issue of the Lagos security, there is little or nothing they can do. Because one, they don't know the terrain, they don't know the characters who have been operating here from the beginning. But if you localize it and allow people who reside within the people to address it, they know all the characters in Lagos State, all the new Katarani, people who have criminal tendencies. They know the criminal record of almost everybody.
Okay, you mean that the locals should be drafted into, of course, the policing of the community?
Not just drafting the locals into the policing system. What I'm saying is decentralize the security architecture.
Okay.
Allow the state to have some level of security power, just as they parade some security power by writing, because if you look at Nigerian system, in practice, the governor is seen as the governor and chief security officer of the state. But in practice, just like Jonathan Jack said, as a governor of the state, that he will not command a fly, even as the governor of the state. Just like Wike of Rivers State said the other time, that he's not the chief security officer of the state, rather that he's the chief police officer of the state, because he does not command the security, the apparatus of security personnel in the state. So what I'm saying,
what is
decentralize the security system, the police system, so that the governor will go with parade some security power. Even the local government chairman will parade some security power, and they have ability and power to deploy security personnel that are armed to the level of combating with Fulani herdsmen, killers, bandits, Boko Haram members, all the kidnapping, marauding criminals. Until you do that, you are not in any way close to solving Nigeria's security problem.
Thank you. What is the position of the National Intelligence Bureau or Intelligence Agency in all of this? Could it mean that they have been overwhelmed by this disgruntled elements taking sway over their Nigerian citizens, killing them at will? What is the DSS and the National Intelligence Agency doing?
To be quite honest with you, collectively, all the security, every personnel that is involved in the Nigerian security chain have failed. But we want to situate blame. I don't think the National Intelligence Bureau has much blame, because they have the capacity, the responsibility to gather intelligence internationally. The one that has the major blame is TSS, that had the mandate of intelligence gathering locally. That's what has the major blame. And the police that have the mandate to enforce the law locally.
Unfortunately, some locals put a distress call in the course of these militias or unknown gunmen ravaging the communities, but it appears after over 12 hours, the policemen and the military personnel could not, of course, come to their rescue. What exactly does this imply?
The implication is there is belief in supporters that the government is complicit in all of what is happening. And if you look at almost all the places where you have insecurity, you have the public disturbance, you have the non-state actors holding sway, having sovereignty within Nigerian sovereignty, you discover that Fulani herdsmen is always at the center of it. And there have been allegations in some quarters that the president is a Fulani man. As such, he is not willing to address issues that have to do with Fulani nationality. And if you look at the statement that came from even Mr. President himself, the other time he have agreed that most of the challenges we are having is a fallout from Libya, that after the fall of Gaddafi, that the armed guys who stray into neighboring countries are the ones that are. And if you trace it further, you see that Fulani herdsmen who have been moving from place to place are the ones perpetrating all these evils. If you look at what the governor of Bauchi said the other time, I'm talking about the governor of Bala Mohammed, he said that Fulani people that they are global citizens, that they have right to go about AK-47.
Just imagine,
as such,
very unfortunate.
If a government who should know better is telling us that Fulani man is a global citizen, that he will not need visa to come to Nigeria, it tells you how these Fulani people, their mentality, their ideology.
Of course.
You probably had a Fulani man as a governor in the past before he even become a governor, who have said that if you kill a Fulani man, that you are still a loan that may be repaid no matter how long it takes. And such person is in the government has currently. So it is when people speculate, when people have that impression that the leaders are the part of the problem, you tend to believe them because of the utterances of some people, whether currently or previously before they came to power. So unfortunately, we have these people in power and they control the security architecture. It's very difficult to get special information, either to believe what we are seeing as speculation or to think otherwise. And it's unfortunate situation for us.
Unfortunate indeed. I think this is in line with the revelation made by the late Melafia, the former CBN deputy governor, who claimed that the commander of the Boko Haram is one of the serving governors of the northern extraction. Would you at this time agree with him totally?
He was not able to prove that in court. So to that extent, anything anybody says is speculative. But I can remember that even the authorities threatened him at the point he went on. So because he was not able to prove it, and because the information or the evidence is not the public domain, it's difficult for anyone to make an categorical statement. But all we are saying is speculative. And the speculation is look as if it's real because of the utterances of these persons, maybe previously or even currently.
Thank you so much for having you, Mr. Matthew, one of the erudite and most respected national, of course, analysts here in this Inquest TV. It's a pleasure once again having you. Thank you for your time.